She clicks it, and that's when my life goes full 2020. An account of my wife with more than 2,000 posts and more than 250,000 subscribers. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, I'm going to go over a story titled, Yesterday, I discovered that my wife had a secret Instagram account, and I need help to cope. And guys, this story, which sadly isn't too uncommon nowadays, is about a husband who's been with his wife for a while. He thought that she was obviously a conservative woman, all that. And lo and behold, one day, events led to him discovering that she had a secret Instagram account. But not just any Instagram account with, a few hundred followers for her to take pictures. An account that had, wait for it, 250,000 followers with over 2,000 posts. And what kind of posts, you may ask? Well, I'm sure many of you guys can imagine what kind of posts there were to attract attention, because nobody gets 250,000 followers on Instagram unless they're famous or they're doing a lot of things to attract attention. And you're going to see here, this guy's completely blindsided by this. And also you're going to see that apparently a lot of people knew about this except him. So now he's wondering what the deal is, what's going on, etc., etc. And I always talk about my other channel, how for women, attention and validation is the equivalent of a plant needing sunlight and water. It can't live without it. And a lot of these gals take it to a whole new level. And you're going to see here also, his wife is 38 years old. And also you're going to see this has been going on for 4 years. So obviously she's had kids, she's in her 30s, needs to feel like she's attractive still, and there you go. And one always has to question, what else has she been lying about? What else is going on behind the scenes? Because Instagram is a gateway to OnlyFans. And OnlyFans, you all know, is a site where so many women have paid subscribers that pay for them to do, well, Lord knows what in the pictures and the videos. And obviously the more graphic they get, the more money they make. But anyhow, guys, I've gone on long enough here, so I'm going to get into it. He starts off, he says, secret for me, public knowledge for almost everyone else. Bear with me. So yesterday, my sister visited me at home as I needed help with some work. As we took a coffee break, my sister became slightly serious and says to me, I'm starting to find it kind of weird that your wife doesn't have any pictures with you on her Instagram. Am I wrong? Now, to my knowledge, until then, my wife's only Instagram account has 10-ish pictures and a little over 100 followers. I answered that she barely uses the app and whatever, and there is no point to having me plastered around for such a small family or close friends account. It was that moment when my sister's face went Hollywood-like surprise as she says, no, man, I'm talking about her famous account. I don't see you literally in any single picture there. My brain cannot comprehend anything as I look at her and just ask about what goddamn account does she talk about, and what in the F is this even is this? I don't think any Academy Award winners could recreate the WTF look on both me and my sister's faces during this conversation. See, he has no idea, and his sister obviously stumbled upon this. And, wait to see what happens next. She goes to her following list, and shows me an account that indeed had my wife's face on it as a profile picture and a very shortened version of her normal Instagram name. An account I've never seen before. She clicks it, and that's when my life goes full 2020. An account of my wife with more than 2,000 posts and more than 250,000 followers. Like I said in the beginning, nobody has that many followers unless they're famous or they're doing things to draw so much attention. 250,000. And she's 37 or 38 years old. Now I'm going to imagine she has to be above average looks, but what's going on in those pictures? What is she revealing? Well, you're about to see. My mind cannot comprehend what I'm seeing. I immediately access my account and try to visit her profile for my login. Page not existing. I'm blocked from my wife's own account. I'm married with this woman for 18 years. We have 2 daughters. My mind is blank. I can't have any reaction whatsoever. We scroll and scroll from those posts. About half of them are sexy pictures of her either at the beach, pool, clubs, or backyard pools at some of her friends that I know and get along with very well. With personally, you name it. So, all her friends know about this, but he doesn't. these friends that he likes, that gets along really well. How many times have I told you guys, pay attention who your girl hangs out with, who are her friends, right? And don't always think that, oh, they're so cool with me, means that they would stop her if she decided to stray or something like that, or even encourage it. Never trust them. There she was, wearing thongs, G-strings, thong swimsuits, topless covering with her hands, all the stuff you can see on an account like this. She is with her daughters in some of the pictures. The normal pictures, and not the ones where she shows off her body. My soul is sinking as I realize that even my daughters know about this account and those pictures. Even her clothed pictures, she is braless most of the time, and is not shy in showing that for the picture. Welcome to Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. Once again, the temptation of social media for these women that they got their husband, they're now in their 30s or 40s, they need more attention because they obviously aren't getting it they don't get enough, at least from even a good husband. So it becomes an addiction. And the daughters know about this. And what example does this show send to her daughters? Think about this. Their mom has 250,000 followers, showing pictures in her thongs, G-strings, and so on and so forth. What does this communicate to her daughters? That this is okay. The mother is behaving like a couple attention WHOREs that are in college or high school. This is the generation that we have now, sending this message to the younger one. She's behaving just like a freaking teenager. It's ridiculous. Whoosh! Dumped her. Toast. It's over. It goes on. I admit I am a slightly prude person in public. I don't enjoy being too much half naked at the beach and standing in the sun. But man, during almost 20 years of relationship, my lack of beach-going passion was summed up probably 15 minutes of discussion in total. It was a non-subject. I never made a big deal or a deal whatsoever about going to the beach and if when she wants to, or showing her body, or anything else. Never in my life. That subject doesn't exist. With me, I don't think she ever went braless, for example. Always wearing a good bra, a sports bra, you name it. In our rare outings together at the beach, she was in shorts or normal swimsuits. The only time when she could take these pictures was when I was away from the city, country for work or for a few days or weeks, as I don't remember her going to random beaches, pools, her friends, etc., only with her daughters or alone when I was at home. So again, she's been doing all this for years, because you can't get 250,000 followers overnight without him knowing about it. And he doesn't like the beach. He doesn't like showing off. No problem there. Hell, I don't like going to the beach that much because people are generally assholes at the beach, or looking around seeing more than 50% of you walking around there obese or overweight. Kind of a turnoff, you know. 2,000 posts. He says, I try to see if I'm really the biggest loser on the planet. I try to verify which of our closest friends, mine or her, our coworkers, or everyone else in our circle know about this account. In our age group, no one, well almost no one, as we can see, acts like an Instagram star, so we have small accounts with a bunch of pictures and small number of followers. Following, so it's easy to search. None of my coworkers or the men in my family have her to follow. But I check some of her coworkers, guys and girls, and those friends from her girl group or whatever, that I don't really hang out with much, they all do have her famous account and follow, and they know about this. So all his people, they have no idea, to his knowledge, because you can check on Instagram who these people follow. But her crew, co-workers and friends, they're all following her. All these people know that she's lying. It says here, we're 100% sure my sister shouldn't have known about this account and shouldn't have followed her either. That, or she knew that my sister follows and just tried everything to be successful at hiding from me and the people close to me basically in plain sight. I scrolled through the last picture and then go back since 2017, so it's more than 3 years of this lie. 3 years she's been hiding this thing. And 3 years she's got 250,000, 250,000 followers. You got to do a lot of bearing it all, so to speak, to get that much attention. And I gotta wonder again if she's on OnlyFans or does other things to draw attention to Instagram, OnlyFans. They all kind of like work together. He says, basically, I can say that I'm not even looking for relationship advice per se, because it'll probably take me a very long time to even fully comprehend the situation and try to open the subject. I'm more about looking for support in order to cope with the thought that my wife considers me less important than 250,000 subscribers, and whoever knows how many others saw her like this in these pictures, in real life, without me having a clue. Since yesterday, I'm in full-blown chat conference with my sis, parents, and all those who didn't know about this farce, thinking about what I should do, while forcing myself in a ridiculous way to act completely oblivious next to my wife and kids. I need any advice and any comments you guys have, and thank you for reading. Yeah, here's some advice. Your wife's a freaking liar. She's a liar, no doubt a cheater. I mean, one can describe that as cheating. You can't tell me that she isn't bombarded with dudes DMing her and talking to dudes and all that. You can't trust her, right? I saw a comment where a guy said, hey, she's lied to you 2,000 times. Every time she does a post, every time she responds to somebody, etc., etc. 3 years of this, and planning it when he's out of town or on business or whatever the hell it is, and all her friends know, and the daughters know. I mean, right then and there, I don't know what state he lives in, or even if he's in this country, but to my opinion, that's grounds for divorce. All those years there, I mean, good Lord. But again, this is a perfect example of what we live in. Thanks to social media and the attention that people can get 24/7, 365 from people all over the world, there you go. So if I was that guy, I would definitely do a lot of soul searching, but I wouldn't think too long because the answer to me is pretty obvious. But I reached a point that I know, given all these stories, that usually this leads to other things, right? And also the fact that his daughters know about it. But again, one, that his daughters know about it, and also the fact that look what the message she's sending to her daughters, right? She's acting like a freaking college kid, an attention-craving college kid. And I'm willing to bet you he'll confront her, and she'll bawl her eyes out and all this stuff, and probably blame him, saying you weren't giving me the attention I wanted, or some bullshit to justify this. But obviously her so-called fame went to her head. So guys, you relationship guys, you married guys, you got to pay attention to what she's doing. And he had no idea. So you got to keep your eye out to see if maybe she has a secret account. You never know. All right, guys, that is it for today. Quick one, but going to show you just never know nowadays. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And guys, if you got a good story that you happen to find, or a story from your life that you'd like to share, by all means, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. Just give me some time to get to it, and I will eventually. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.